This is a San Quentin behind me, the custom dream build I'm working on, the ultimate enduro hardtail, where I'm going to put loads of insane parts on it, and that's what today is. I've got so many new parts. I've been collecting bling and cool stuff the last 2 weeks since announcing this video, and today I'm going to start putting that on my bike. So pretty much the best parts I've ever had are going all onto this bike. That's the first step of customising this beast. So we're doing that today. This is the beast, the Marin San Quentin, which today is going to get all of this stuff. Right, first things first, the Cane Creek E-Wings cranks. These are solid titanium, which are all manufactured from one, look at all the engineering there. It's incredible. They are solid titanium. That is one piece of machined titanium. These are incredible. Literally, titanium cranks are lighter than carbon fibre. And actually today, when we take the carbon ones off, we can compare the difference. They are £1,000, which blows my mind. That, what? Next thing, ceramic bottom bracket. This is really cool. I've been hunting around for ages for this stuff, and that there is a ceramic bottom bracket. Somehow, that tiny little bag of stuff, despite being quite expensive, is so much smoother. Apparently ceramic bearings last longer. In fact, it says on the box. Have a look. Strength, smoothness, durability, revolution, ceramic low friction innovation. I don't know if I've ever heard such an outrageous selection of terms for a product. That's really cool. I've never ever had that on a bike. Tie crank, ceramic BB. It's probably the world's most advanced situation going on around the cranks. I'm going to fit those now, the cranks and the BB, before going on to the next part. But it's not really part, it's like pure bling. Like if there was two doors that say expensive products online or build your own full custom bling, I'm going through the bling door and I'm staying in it. They look the business, they are the business. They're the pinnacle of mountain bike engineering, and I want them on my bike, so let's do it now. Bit of copper slip for the bottom bracket. It would be criminal to have a ceramic bottom bracket and not put like grease or anything on it, but to be fair, I couldn't find any grease, so I'm going to get lit up in the comments. Right, the carbon cranks are off the bike and I've just fitted the ceramic bottom bracket, but you've got to see this weight difference. Check out the difference between carbon fibre, which most people believe is the lightest material, like it's got the best strength, weight, balance, but check out the difference between that and titanium. Right, carbon cranks first. Cranks and axle. We're at 460 and axle. So if we do the exact same with titanium, the Cane Creek ones, swap them out. Hello mate. There's one. No touching of the ground. 377. So they're almost 100 grams lighter just for cranks and an axle. So that's 100 grams saved in one component of a bike, and it's not as if the carbon ones are heavy. Like when I got those carbon cranks, I believe they are some of the lightest in the world, and now a stronger crank has trumped it that are also lighter. That's very rare for something to be stronger and weigh less and be a lot more bling. So for the first upgrade and the first big mod, I'm pretty stoked with that. So let's get them on the bike. The ceramic BB is in, the cranks are on, the tie cranks are on. So my bike is now lighter, smoother, apparently more durable, apparently more reliable. A lot of words, but it does look better. It looks insane. And if you spin them, they go for quite a while. I need to add the chainring. These cranks have a different fitment for the chainring, so I'm gonna need to redo it all. But I just had to see what it looked like with them on the bike, and it looks incredible. The next new product or bike part that's going on the bike is a saddle. This is the S2 saddle, and I ride for gusset components, so bars, stems, saddle, lots of parts. But this is one I've never run before because on that side it's got carbon fibre saddle rails. And a carbon fibre saddle is something I've never had. It's pretty high tech, it's pretty cool. I'm going to put that on the bike now. That's got the alloy rails, that's got the carbon rails. I mean, no one's going to notice. When you're at the bike park, on the uplift, wherever you are, no one's going to say, hey man, nice carbon rails. But let's see what the weight difference is, because then you'll know. Right, alloy rails. 285, remember that. 285, 224, so basically 60 grams. So I've saved 100 grams there on the cranks, 60 grams here on the saddle. Pretty stoked with that, because not only is it getting lighter, it's getting a lot cooler. But you'll find out in a minute why all this weight saving is so important, because we're going to make a massive step in the other direction. Because one part I'm swapping on my bike is like ridiculous, the heaviest in the world. Okay, this bit is ridiculous because there's no point in this. There's actually no argument for why this is even happening, why it was even an idea, but it is happening. So when I first made the video that I'm making that bike into like the most custom bike, which I've said 1,000 times now, my friend Joe messaged me and said, "All right, Matt, I'm a jeweler, so he works with precious stones and precious metals, making jewellery." He said, "Is there anything I can make you for your bike, like a solid silver top cap?" And here we have, and it gets better than this, a solid silver top cap. There it is. That is made of solid hallmarked silver, and it's a perfect fit for a top cap. And a solid silver hallmarked headset spacer, which is ridiculous, and they fit perfectly flush together. So I'll probably run them above the stem, so that just is poking out. This is a bit mad. Like, he also has access and can buy stones like diamonds, black diamonds, sapphires, rubies, of which all are here. He's actually given me precious stones to decide what to do with, because apparently you can set them into the silver. It's ridiculous as it could ever get. I could have my initials MJ made of diamonds, rubies and sapphires embedded into my top cap. Is that as ridiculous as it sounds? I think it's quite ridiculous. It would be sick to have you guys' opinion on this. So they're rubies, so they're kind of pink. And we've got diamonds and black diamonds there, which you can see pretty clearly. And then blue sort of sapphires. So, what would you do? I think, apparently they can smooth down that hallmark at the top there. So I've got that area there. And I could spell MJ in it, definitely. So maybe I could go alternating like red, blue. Oh, I could go red, ruby, diamond, sapphire, so it's red, white and blue. Keep alternating so it spells MJ, because that would be like the British flag, which would be quite cool. But I have no idea. I can't believe there's even this stuff in this room right now. Arguably that's the part of the bike you spend the most time looking at when you're riding, is like the top of the stem. So why not be absolutely outrageous? And if this bike is going to be at trade shows for you guys to see, it would be quite cool for you to see this. So give me some ideas in the comments. This is mental. Diamonds. Right, now we've managed to save weight with the materials, but silver is not a very lightweight material. It's actually incredibly dense and hard. So I'm going to take the top cap off the bike right now and weigh it, and then I'm going to weigh this one, and we're going to laugh at how much heavier it is. That is heavy. That is heavy, but it's also silver, which makes it fine. Right, now's the time. Normal spacer, 4 grams. Existing top cap, total 12 grams. Moving on to the solid silver. Spacer, 14 grams. Top cap, 66 grams. Wow, 66. Hang on. 13 grams. 67 grams. That's almost 5 times heavier, which is obscene. Imagine a frame made of silver, you wouldn't get it off the ground. So I think we've chosen the right part of the bike to make the heaviest possible. So all the weight we saved from the carbon saddle we've now sacrificed just by changing the top cap to silver. But we're not cutting. I always said I'm not going to cut corners with this. This bike's going to be outrageous. It's going to be the sickest bike with the most that's ever gone into it. Next, pedals. Here they are, freshies. But this is the first time I've ever done pedal mods to the S2 pedals. I've got custom pins to swap out, which I didn't even know Gusset did. There we go. Bright blue pins. They look sick. I'm going to swap them all out now. Right, the S2 pedals look sick, modified. They actually look insane. That's such an easy little mod to do, and it changes the look of the pedals completely. I can't say that I've ever done pedal mods before, but now I have. And it's blue, which definitely points the finger heavily towards sapphires for the top cap. I can't believe I'm even saying that. But the bike's becoming better and better and better, which is the whole point of this. The San Quentin behind me is going to be one of the coolest bikes I've ever had in my life, probably the coolest. So let me know in the comments what you think or what you would put on this bike. Shout out to you all, you're all legends. Peace.